And Lisa for wtfLisa Tarot. I get messages through songs and other ways. It's weird. This is all weird, though. It's tarot. If it wasn't weird, why read it? It'd be boring. Anyway, I get messages through songs. When you're butt in, when you're butt out. Like, share, and what? Subscribe. Why? It helps me out. Drop a tip if you're feeling generous. $, wtfLisa Tarot on Cash App. Shop my store, wtfLisa eBay. That would be amazing. I have needed to fix my car for a while. Shit's expensive. You guys know your people. Most of you. Shit's expensive. Shop my store. That would kick so much ass. Or, if you want a video reading, basically it's through Etsy, wtfLisa Etsy. You select which one you want, and then you message me your question. Your sign helps tremendously. If you know your moon sign, that helps a lot too. And then I get back to you as soon as I can. I always say 24 to 48 hours delivery. It will never take 24 hours. It'll be sooner. However, if you book if you book one at 4 a.m., it's gonna take a while, or if I'm working, but I'll do it when I get back. Same vibe. I also have a 1-card reading, and that's all done through Etsy messaging. No video, just message through there real quick. That's $2.99. wtfLisa Etsy. Now I've talked too long about that. I'm gonna start this song over, and I may have to do it again in a minute. I have David Bowie, Moon Age Daydream. Did I say it right? Because sometimes I say it backwards. I'll say Moon Dream. I don't know. Who cares? I'll confuse myself if I try it. I'm going to try it again. I'm an alligator. Burn out. I'm a mama papa coming for you. I'm the space invader. I'll be a rock and roll bitch for you. Keep your mouth shut. You're squawking like a pink monkey bird. Oh, David Bowie. I'll get to my point in a minute. Because he's about to say the important part of the song. Keep your electric eye on me. Electric eye. That's right. Watching, spying, stalking. You're always being watched. It's Big Brother. It's been Big Brother up in the world for a long time. It's just most people still don't get it. Whatever. But there is an energy of cameras or just someone spying. It could be social media stalking. Different vibes with the same energy. And in some ways, the stalking is creepy. In other ways, it's in a good way. And now you say, how is stalking in a good way? Well, when police are investigating someone, they're doing some undercover work, I would say that would be stalking in a good way if the person really is guilty. Electric eye, eagle eye. I am seeing this energy unfold in different ways. Things always happen in groups and clusters. The names, dates, places may be changed to protect the innocent, but none of these people are fucking innocent. Keep your electric eye on me, babe. All eyes on you. You wanted to be seen, you're seen. Put your ray gun to my head. Now he's talking about aliens and ray guns. There's no aliens up in this story, okay? Maybe someone might think they are, but they're not. Freak out in a moon age daydream. Oh, yeah. I always say moon day age dream, and it's moon age daydream. There are some things I just can't say. If you've been watching me for a while, one thing that caused me a terrible time was hard. And now I'm going to say it slow because if I don't, I'll say it wrong. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. It is very hard to say. And to make it worse, I worked at a Blockbuster at the time it came out. Then a sequel came out, and then a third one came out, and then I left Blockbuster. In the meantime, it was still hard for me to say because my dumbass, every time, unless I slow it down and actually think about it, I say carrots of the Caribbean, or just carrots. Oh, are you here for carrots? You'd have to read the title back to the people just to make sure, because sometimes shit gets mixed up. And every time, carrots of the Caribbean, carrots. It's pirates. There's no carrots in there. Put your space face close to mine. I don't know. I do get an energy though of some people being watched by agents of sort, whether they are just local police, FBI, I don't care what agency they're with. What's up, dudes? You rock, because you're about to do an amazing thing, which is your job. And then others, and then another energy I am picking up is someone who's been stalking someone for a while in the creepy way. They go to make their move. It's an epic fail. Which energy do you want me to read first, or both simultaneously? Is they're going to happen at the same time, but they're not connected stories. I wish they were. If the police were watching the stalker, he wouldn't bother this girl. That would be cool, though, if that ended up happening, but I feel like it's just two different energies. There's so many crimes up in the one that the feds, 3 of Swords, the other person, the police are watching, because I'm seeing some fraud and financial stuff, but then there's so much other stuff, too. And fraud, theft, all the charges that would go with that, but then I'm seeing, like, assault. I'm seeing, like, there's so much shit. Like, how do you have that many charges? Well, the law is a complicated thing, and criminals do stupid shit. Same vibe, though. At the end of the day, the thing that is in common besides stalking and watching, whether in the good way, when it's police doing their job and they're actually protecting and serving, because this is a tremendous case. The person's guilty. They're doing their job. This is fantastic. I love that energy. But then the other energy of someone just stalking someone to be a fucking weirdo, I hate, but I don't see it working. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to, by Leslie Gore. You would cry too if it... I do feel a third energy behind this. Things happen in 3s, 33s, 303s. We all say that, but that one, I can't tell what that third one is. If I'm supposed to. It feels very secret. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. And in both cases, I see whoever the police are watching, them crying when they're busted, of course. And crying wolf is another energy I get, which is weird. So there could be just like, I don't know. That feels complicated. The other energy is I feel when the weird ass stalker person, it doesn't go the way they want, they cry. These people can do crime and hurt other people, but once they're caught, they're just like, no, and that I hate this energy, but these people need to be stopped. I don't like that the stalker isn't being watched by the police, but I do like that he doesn't get very far. It's horrible. 4 Swords, star, and there was Wheel of Fortune that was attached to the back of this. I did not realize that. I pulled it up. 4 Swords, star, Wheel of Fortune. I do see it's time, though. It's time. Time's up for the case, and time's up for the stalker to quit being a weird fucking person. I see a trap set for the stalker, though. But I can't tell if it's an intentional trap on the part of their victim or just the universe is stepping in and being like, nope. Like Judy and Johnny entered the floor like a queen with her king. Judy's wearing his ring. It's my party. This guy's been stalking someone who isn't interested in him. He's dating someone else. She's dating someone else, whatever, and this person can't handle it. But it's just creepy because this person's just a stalker. They aren't a part of this person's life other than being a creep and probably a nightmare if they're stalking. Freedom, either way. The person who is being stalked will get free once this person's locked up and detained. I see them getting some sort of mental help services. Don't know. 5150 is the vibe. And then sidetracked. Overly emotional. I do also see some people who are free right now, but Disco Inferno by the Tramps. Oh, I can get behind this. I also see some people right now who are enjoying their freedom. Undercover vibe, sidetracked, overly emotional. Magic and secretive. Now, I don't think anyone is out there using magic in this case. It could be, but there's manipulation energy. And with this partying and soulmates, it's undercover cop vibes. So I'm getting both energies at once. Undercover cop is about to turn it. I don't know how that works, but turn in their evidence and they're going to go bust that guy. And then the stalker's probably going to have a meltdown, get sloppy, and get himself caught once he sees Judy and Johnny, whoever they actually are, together. Burn, baby, burn. We're just going to call the people he's stalking Judy and Johnny. It feels like they're stalking a couple. He is, or they. I say they because sometimes stalkers get their friends to help. 100 stories high, people. Binoculars. Weird energy. The fuck was flaming? Out of control, he says. I'm so glad they have the lyrics up for this. And it wouldn't. The only part I know is "Burn, Baby, Burn" and Disco Inferno. I heard somebody say, "Burn, baby, burn." It's time for this case to blow open, and it's time for the stalker to be put away. There's a third energy I'm picking up. I'm going to finish out this. It's already complicated getting two energies at once, but this third one is interesting to me. Satisfaction. Head in the clouds and ass clown. The ass clown vibes. It only takes one mistake for someone to get caught, and if they make many, even better. Let's get some true crime cards. Why we're talking about crime. Stalking in a good way and in a bad way. And then that third energy, I was getting an energy of like a serial killer and a serial R-worder. I can't say it because of the algorithm. Getting caught. And I'm excited for that. I think that might be that third energy that's kind of hiding out. It's a bigger story, but I don't know if it'll be like a national story because there's so many cases that we never hear of. Burn, baby, burn. But it's time to burn it down on these guys. Why Libra season, Justice season, and these three motherfuckers. Probably more. It happens on 3s, 33s, 303s, whatever. There's always copies and clones of people. You know, on one side of the world they're doing one thing, and on the other side of the world they're doing the same damn thing. It's weird as hell. Does that make sense? No, but it's a weird fucking world. Boat. On one side of the world they're doing something. Other side of the world they're doing something. Either way, for a while too, some people have been able to cover up stuff. I also see some evidence with some stuff in the water, and there has been an energy I was getting of down by the water, but then it wasn't clear because every time I try to get into that energy, what is this? You know, I get distracted. Down by the water. Don't know if this is connected. But beach. Interesting. Water energy. I'm going to set those two aside. Something's telling me to look. Because in some cases, I don't know, I see more like evidence found on the beach. But then the beach idea to me as well is like this little boat just reminds me of, I don't know what kind of boat it is, but like a lifeboat and a way out, you know, the ship is sinking, get on the little boat, and they aren't going to get there. Or if they think they'd get away, it's not going to be a getaway. It's a weird energy here. And then I get a second energy of down by the water. Maybe they find a victim. I have Lights by Journey. When the lights go down in the city. And this is about water. Why? And the sun shines on the bay. Water. That applies to the third energy. Can we wrap up the other two energies, please and thank you? Drugs and poison, natural disaster. Maybe a natural disaster uncovers the bodies by the water for that third energy I haven't even touched on. Same vibe with drugs and poison. That first case with the FBI agents or local police or whatever agency it is, I said there's a lot of charges. Fraud, multiple things. There could also be plenty of drugs there. That'll probably be the main thing that they go after is the drugs, fraud. They might have more, but they probably have more evidence for the drugs and fraud thing. Interesting energy. That natural disaster. A natural disaster that uncovers something. Like someone buried something, a natural disaster comes, it washes away some of the dirt, you find it. Like that's the energy I'm getting, but that's for that third energy I haven't really touched on. Serial killer, serial R-worder. I hate that energy. It really feels like a black hole. Like it feels dark. And if I go in it, like I'm going to fall down a black hole and I don't want to read it too much. The other energies, it just feels like feds are about to move in and bust on somebody, whether it's, maybe the local police teamed up with feds. I don't know how that works, but I just see a bust. Multiple charges, but I don't know who it is or anything. I might try to pull a couple cards. Then I get that energy of a stalker just stalking someone. She's dating someone. He sees they're more serious. Something about it triggers him, and then he makes some weird mistake and gets himself caught. But now I'm getting this person getting caught and something being found by the water. Uncovered by the water. Regret, but all I get for regret is people regret getting caught. Let's pull a couple in the shadows and then wrap this up. It's already way too long. I'm tired. These energies are icky and I don't want to get caught in that black hole. I don't know. This black hole energy is weird. If I forgive you, and you did not break me. And you're not part of my plan. Well, for one, I don't think anyone planned on getting caught. But I forgive you. And you did not break me. I do get a couple different energies. Some of the victims are taking what they call the high road, and they are forgiving them, even though this person needs to pay for what they did. Other vibe I get is these people are looking for a way to get out, get out of jail free, good lawyer, get the charges dropped. However, I don't see that happening. The person dealing with a federal case, it feels like a federal case. I keep saying feds or local police, but it's both. But it ends up being a federal case. That person is trying hard to get the charges dropped. Maybe in the past they did, but they can't this time. There's too much. I also see some damn good agents doing their job. That's awesome. You didn't imagine it. Other vibe, the stalker, though. Someone may have thought someone was a little extra creepy and too attentive, but I don't think they're going to know the extent of this person's stalking until they act a fool and get themselves caught. What will I find? I have shined by collective soul. Will I find? That feels like it's down by the water. That third energy. I hate it. 6 of Wands, 8 of Swords, and Ace of Swords. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? The evidence also tells the truth. The receipts, a lot of evidence, witnesses for certain things. Both of the one case, the federal case with like fraud and trafficking, and then the serial killer guy energy. The stalker, yes, a little bit of legal issues too, but I see him getting more mental health care. I feel like it's not his first offense with some sort of mental health issues where it's been dangerous for other people, and this is the final straw that gets him in a facility. Don't know how that's going to work. And then these 3 energies are trying to overwhelm each other. Usually I would try to break it down, be specific, but they're also overwhelming right now. Love is in the water, and then this energy down by the water is like, no, but then it feels like a black hole in this. Like, I don't want to fall in that. I don't want to get stuck in that energy. I've been mean and sarcastic since I got off work because I'm tired. I don't need to fall in the black hole too. It's a crazy energy. 7 of Cups, 3 different stories, but 7 of Cups, options, different ways it unfolds. Knight of Coins, Page of Swords, witnesses, unexpected witnesses, the camera witnesses, but 10 of Swords. Either way, these 3 of Cups, 3 motherfuckers. The devil's stepping in now. I'm not saying the devil's a good guy, but in this case, he set them up to be the creeps they are, but now he's being bound. The devil's being bound. Devil's being bound. That's a weird thing to say, but it keeps popping in my head. I just put all the cards back and I didn't mean to. Strange energy. How do I close this out? But sun in the dark comes to light. Heaven, let your light shine down. Says collective soul. I do see, I don't know, there's been hurricanes near Florida or talk of it coming near Florida. I need to see the latest update. There's been different fires and earthquakes. It feels like something is gonna uncover evidence down by some fucking water and it gets someone caught. And look, these cards came out like this. I'm gonna take them, but they're trying not to drop them. Why? I don't know. Did it matter? Hierophant and 4 of Wands. God's got this, baby. I am peeking at some cards. I'm not going to share with what I'm seeing. Oh. Accomplices. I'm going to end this reading. It's getting weird. That black hole energy feels like it's pulling, and I don't want to get pulled into that. Happy to see justice being done, and these officers working on this shit. You guys rock.